Hello and welcome to the Dorsa STEM podcast. This is our first podcast episode where we will begin to explore the vast field of science, technology, math, engineering, and art. I'm your host, Adia, and on this episode, we're going to explore one of the most fascinating and promising areas of contemporary science today, gene editing. Gene editing might sound like something you'd expect to see in a blockbuster film, but it's very real, and not just in superhero origin stories. An instrument known as CRISPR-Cas9 is at the starting point of this transformation. So what is CRISPR-Cas9, and what in the world makes it so significant? Geneticists and medical researchers are able to edit specific regions of the genome by adding, deleting, or changing DNA sequences thanks to this novel technique called CRISPR-Cas9. It is creating quite a stir in the scientific community since it is currently the most straightforward, adaptable, and accurate technique of genetic modification. Let's dissect this. Think of DNA as the most intricate instruction manual ever created. These days, gene editing is like owning a magical red pen that allows you to annotate every page in that handbook. Scientists are using CRISPR-Cas9 to rewrite entire pages and create new chapters of DNA. There are limitless applications of this new technology. In agriculture, for example, CRISPR-Cas9 is being used to create crops that are more resistant to diseases, pests, and environmental stress than ever before. This could lead to improved food security and more sustainable farming practices. For instance, researchers are developing crops that require less water and can thrive in poor soil conditions, which could entirely revolutionize how we approach global food production. However, gene editing has incredible effects outside of agriculture. CRISPR-Cas9 has the potential to treat and cure several genetic diseases in medicine. Imagine being able to fix the genetic abnormalities that lead to diseases like sickle cell anemia and cystic fibrosis. Certain genetic illnesses might be treated and possibly eliminated by altering the genes that cause these conditions. Indeed, CRISPR-Cas9 has been successfully used in certain groundbreaking clinical trials to treat people with particular genetic disorders. Although these first findings are encouraging, it is crucial to keep in mind that this technology is still developing and needs more testing. However, with such powerful technology comes significant ethical and societal considerations. CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing raises many ethical concerns, including having unintended consequences and negative public engagement. Could you imagine using the new groundbreaking CRISPR-Cas9, and instead of just removing harmful DNA, you cut out large sections of DNA away from the target site, endangering your health? That would be terrible. All things considered, the gene editing revolution is changing how we think about genetics and creating new opportunities for the fields of agriculture and health. Although CRISPR-Cas9 is a huge advancement, we must utilize it carefully and weigh its ethical and moral implications. It is essential that we study the consequences of this technology as we continue to investigate and use it. That concludes Dorsa STEM's podcast for today. If you found this investigation into gene editing interesting, don't forget to tune into Dorsa STEM next time for more.